What is up, everyone, and welcome back. Wait a minute here. I'm not centered at all. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to the B cycle of the training routines. We've got push B on the menu today. Now, it is actually 2 p.m. and usually I'm out of here by like 1:30. I woke up late this morning. I usually set my alarm for 9:45, but it just felt like one of those days where I just wanted to sleep in and not wake up. But started the routine a little later than usual, and then I had to re-edit the video that you guys are going to see today because today is the 13th, which means I am posting pull A that I trained on the 11th. You know, if we look at the calendar, today is both a recording day and an uploading day. But yeah, as per usual, I did weigh in at 215. Whoa, that was blinding. It is an absolutely beautiful day out today, which is good because it's a chest day. Chest days are always good. The vibes are high. And for some reason, whenever it's a nice day outside, it always lands on a push day. Now, I'm not saying all push days are beautiful days, but like whenever it's an amazing, like there's zero clouds in the sky, it is the perfect color of blue. It is just absolutely beautiful. It is always a push day. And for some reason on legs, it's the complete opposite. The worst days ever always fall on legs. But anyway, what I was going to say, there's something on the ground there. I don't know, I keep getting distracted. I weighed in at 215.8 pounds this morning, which is 0.4 pounds less than last time. But I did forget to mention that last time, my mom did make brownies. She brought home some pastry from Wegmans. I did have a gigantic steak all the day before. So, I mean, it was inevitable that, you know, I was gonna gain a little bit too much weight. I went back onto the diet. The only really cheat snacks that I have is a bunch of Halloween candy that was left over, you know, from Halloween, obviously. What do we got? Kit Kats, Twix, Reese's, Almond Joys. You know, Almond Joys are actually gas. As a kid, I hated them. Like, if you got an Almond Joy as a kid when you went trick-or-treating, like, you threw them away. But, you know, they were in the bowl of candy that we were handing out to kids, obviously went trick-or-treating, and we had a ton left over, and I popped one open, and I was like, you know what, let me give this Almond Joy a try. You know, I like almonds. You know, it's coconut, and it was fucking gas. Like, Almond Joys are actually good. I don't know why they were, like, so hated as a kid. Like, everyone hated them. I guess I just jumped on the train. Mr. Good bars. Yeah, I think that's it. They're the tiny ones. They're obviously not full-size bars, but you know, I probably eat 2 or 3 of those a day. In between meals, while I'm waiting for my food to heat up in the microwave, I just pop one open on the couch and just sit there and wait. But yeah, that is pretty much the only cheat snack that I have on the bulk. And everything else is just calculated the same, you know, beef and rice, beef and pasta, chicken and rice, peanut butter. You know. But anyway, yes, 215.8, you know, beautiful day. Vibes are good, back is feeling good. I'm in high spirits. And, well, not anymore, but I guess it's a good time to, you know, start the workout. So, yeah, I guess, yeah. I believe last time I did 4 plates plus 35 plus 2.5. So today I'm adding 2.5. I'm doing 4 plates and 40 pounds. I believe last time I did 5 reps with 2 partials. This time I'm feeling good. So hopefully we can get 5 reps again. The rep range here is 4 to 6 anyway. So worst case scenario, even if I do get 4, we stay within the rep range. But today is one of those days where it's just good vibes. I'm feeling good. Last time I did this session, you know, 8 days ago, not the last time. Last time I recorded it, I think was with my friend, right? Back in July. Anyway, 8 days ago, unfortunately the gym was pretty busy and I did have to do a couple exercises out of order, and I didn't realize how big of an impact that has on you. You know, this day is, you know, heavy pressing day. So I start with a flat, then I go to decline, then I go to an incline, and I had to do the incline decline switched because, you know, there were a couple people on the decline when I wanted to use it, and holy shit, I went to use that decline after my chest was already fried and I only did like 3 reps. I mean, that machine is already fucking impossible. So doing it after your chest is already fried is like, it's like trying to move a truck. I usually am pretty stubborn, so if an exercise is taken, I either ask to work in or I just wait to use it. But there were a couple people on that machine and it looked like they had just gotten on there, so I was like, I'll just do incline first. Incline, I actually increased a rep. You know, obviously if you do something earlier than intended, your chest is going to be a little bit more fresh, so you can probably hit that a little harder. And then decline was just a train wreck. But anyway, enough talking. Let's lock in and get at least 5 reps. You know what, fuck it, let's get 6. Feeling good. Whew. That was a fucking incredible set. I'm gonna be honest, when I mean, I only expected to get, well, I wanted to get 5 and I hit 5 easily. I really thought I was gonna get that 6. If I got 6 reps, I mean, I increased 2.5 pounds from last time. I mean, 5 pounds total, 2.5 on each side. That in itself, I wouldn't say it's a huge jump, but getting the same amount of reps is like immediate progress, right? More weight, same reps. It's like, that's gold. If I were to increase weight and increase reps, might as well go buy a lottery ticket. I expected to struggle the 5th or even fail the 5th, and I struggled the 6th and got an extra partial. Sometimes you can just tell it's gonna be a good day. Vibes are great in the car, the weather is great, gym is empty. Let's pray for a fucking bomb ass workout today. Drop the weight 10 pounds, 5 pounds each side, so we're down to 4 plates in the 35. And as I was setting up my camera, there's a machine right there, and I just whacked my quad right into that machine, gave myself a little Charlie horse, and it fucking hurt. Like, it still hurts a little bit. Thank God it isn't legs, and thank God I didn't like walk into the machine, you know, with my chest or something. It was, you know, really comical, because as soon as I said, you know, let's make it a bomb ass workout, I grabbed my camera and I just fucking walked right into the damn machine. I think I did this exact weight for 4 reps last time. I should be able to get 5 reps and that'll be progress. Maybe even 6. That's what I said last time, and that 6 rep was close. So let's push again for 6 and see how it goes. I did only get 5, but even the 5 is still progress from last time I did 4. Progress on both sets. To start, this has got to be my favorite exercise in the gym at this point. I progress on this all the time. On to the impossible decline press. As I mentioned before, I did 3 reps for 130 last time, but I didn't track it just because, you know, my session was a little messed up. Now, this is actually the only lower chest exercise I do for the week, just the 1 set. Now, a lot of people who want to grow their chest obviously mainly focus on the upper portion of your chest, doing a bunch of incline movements. I always find it's best to do 1 upper, 1 lower, and 1 mid per session. But in my opinion, my other day where I do a, you know, I start with an incline press and then I move on to a mid pec fly, that day my chest is absolutely toast. Those chest flies really kill me. Doing some sort of high to low cable fly for the lower chest, or even dips or a decline press on that day, it's just, it's overkill. It's very hard to bias, you know, only the middle pec fibers. I mean, it's, you know, biasing is exactly what it sounds like. You're not only working the middle pec fibers, you're not isolating them. But the difference between some sort of decline press and a flat press is very minimal in terms of, you know, working your sternal pec versus your costal pec. It's a very minimal difference. So as long as you have some sort of flat movements, your lower chest is pretty much getting enough. If you're looking specifically to grow a certain division, then maybe start with a lower chest exercise on both days if you're really looking to grow your lower chest. But for me personally, just 1 lower chest starting with a flat on this day as well is pretty much enough, you know, to cover the lower chest. So enough procrastinating. I do not want to hit this set. I'm scared. I'm very scared. My heart is beating so fast. That's like equivalent of a hack squat. Like, the amount of effort you have to push on a hack squat is like the same for this chest press. But I did get 5 and a partial, even though those 5 reps were somewhat dog shit. 3 plates and a 25 here, which is exactly what I did last time. However, I did this before the decline, so this was the second exercise of the day, and I got 6 reps, and I'm keeping the weight the same now. Because this is a 4 to 6 rep range exercise, once I hit 6 reps, usually I'll increase the weight by probably 2.5 pounds and start, you know, with 4 to 5 reps again. Because I did this out of order, I'm sticking with the 25 pounds, same weight I did last time. If I can hit 6 reps here again, next time I do this session, I will increase the weight. Now, one change I did make to this was keeping my arms a little bit outward. When you keep your hands so narrow, you can't get as far back because your shoulders start to roll forward, right? If you get this far back, you almost get kind of this motion. And this is, there's no tension on your chest there. It's just pretty much your rotator cuffs pushing outwards. If you keep more of an outward grip, you can probably get further back. And because I really like using as much range of motion as possible, I always come all the way down. I never like stopping shy. It's just personal preference. That's why I lock my elbows out on this machine. The last 20% of the movement locking your elbows is pretty much all tricep. If you want to keep all the tension on your chest, I would avoid that. But just personal preference, I just like using a full range of motion. It's not like I'm really losing any chest stimulus. Probably getting a little tricep fatigue that may impact my set very minimally. I am getting some good joint range of motion, which is good for keeping healthy, strong joints, but there's pros and cons to everything. Well, I did get 6. Barely. I don't know how I got that 6 throw up. Even though it was ugly, I'm gonna increase the weight next time. Probably just throw a 2.5 on there. So far we have technically progressed in everything, so it is going well. On to shoulder press. Let's see how that goes. Up another 2.5 pounds since last time. We did 5 reps here. Today's going well. I feel like I can increase the weight early. Hopefully get 5 reps here, maybe even 6. Who knows? If you guys watched my pool session that I uploaded a couple days ago, a lot of my back exercises just didn't increase at all. I've seen very little progress. Some of it was due to my back injury, obviously, and some of it is just due to it's just hard for me to progress. Somehow I have like an amazing back, like my back is really good, but with chest, shoulders, and arms, I mean, the progress has been insane. Like with shoulders, I think I started this year here maybe with 3 plates and 20 pounds. Now I'm up an entire plate. Some muscles progress quick, some muscles don't. I mean, everyone's different. What do I listen to this time? I am kind of feeling some hard style. Man, that hard style brought back some nostalgia. That was like the We Go Gym era. I started my bulk during the We Go Gym era. I've been bulking that long. That is insane. One thing I don't like about this machine, it almost pushes you forward and you really have to lean to get your arms like parallel. I mean, if you use these handles, it's probably a little better with the arm path, but if you keep a neutral grip, your arms almost come out like this. Ideally, you want to keep your joints stacked like this, but just due to the way this machine is built, when you come down, your elbow almost comes out like this, and then you're pushing forward, which is not ideal in terms of most efficient pressing. But I do like doing a shoulder press. Dumbbells are just a little too unstable. There's no other good shoulder press in this gym, so this is really all I can do. Oh, I think I only got 4 reps last time. I didn't check my phone, but I forgot. Fatigue is setting in. I'm getting drained. So on to old reliable, the single arm lateral raises. Now the thing with this though, is obviously you want to keep your lateral delt in the scapular plane in order to limit the trap involvement. And to do that, you just need to do it single arm. You need to do them 1 arm at a time, because if I were to stand pretty much on the machine like this, the handles only go out, 180 degrees. They go out right next to my body. So if I were to do that, then my arms would pretty much just be parallel to my body. You can step back and go like this, but the weight is still translating parallel to you. It's not actually translating in the scapular plane. Talked about this in further detail in other videos, but I made a video earlier on why dumbbell lateral raises just aren't a great exercise, and it's pretty much just because it's going to be very easy at the bottom because there's no moment arm. There's no force required here, and the moment arm gets so much longer here that it's going to be impossible at the top. So that inconsistent profile is just going to be very difficult to progress. But when it comes to determining the moment arm of an exercise, which is just going to, tell you how hard an exercise is at a certain point, you always want to take the axis of rotation to the line of force, which in this case, the axis of rotation is right here, and the line of force is the arc, right? It's a machine. So if you're doing it with a dumbbell, the line of force is just gravity acting downwards. That's what the weight is. So if you see on a dumbbell, let's say I'm holding a dumbbell here, the line of force, which is gravity, to that axis of rotation of shoulder is 0. It's the same thing. So that's why it's so easy here. Whereas all the way up here, the line of force now is all the way over here because, gravity acting on that dumbbell is straight down to that axis of rotation, which is your shoulder. Now you've got this whole distance here. So that's why it's so difficult in a dumbbell lateral raise at the top. If you have a machine like this, the line of force isn't straight down. It's going to be pretty much perpendicular to, this arc, right? Line of force here at the bottom, it's not straight down. It's pretty much straight this way. And then all the way up, that's where it's straight down because, it's going to be dependent on that arc. It evens out a much more consistent profile. It's going to be pretty similar level of difficulty at the bottom as well as at the top, which just makes progressing a whole lot easier for your lateral delts, which is why this machine is goated. Whoa. Something about this 10-pound plate is messing with the smoothness of this machine. It feels very sluggish. And it's not just because it's heavier. I think because it was on this bolt, it may have been messing with the belt or something. This push state always slows down towards the end. I start losing the pump. I haven't trained chest in about 45 minutes at this point, but I think I might have to change this routine up a little bit just because doing the single arm lateral raises right before single arm tricep pushdowns, 2 single arm back to back, that's 8 sets of single arm, with 3 to 4 minutes of rest in between, do the math, and it just gets so boring. And that is it for the chest day. Started off strong. I mean, it's currently 4:15. I think I started my workout at maybe 2:30. It was a long day today. With these single arm movements, it's always super long. I think I'm gonna have to switch my routine up or do something different, but yeah, looking good today. In fact, I think I have to bring this up a little bit. Yeah, it's better. There we go. With the shirt on for some poses. Oh. All right, let's get the shirt off, see how we're looking. Yo, excuse me. Do you mind being in the video if I pose? I'm totally okay with it, but just wanted to let you know that I'm posing. All right, awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Couple chest shots here. See how we're looking. I do have some fat that needs to get rid of. I think when I start cutting though, it'll look a lot better. I think my chest has definitely made the most improvements since last time. I think that pose, when I get leaner, obviously my midsection has so much fat right now, that when I get leaner, my waist shrinks. I think that'll look sick. Bicep, obviously, you know, had to do the dumbbell curls for the posing. You know, as per usual, get that bicep pump. But I mean, chest is looking good, looking solid here. I gotta be honest. Traps are looking big. You know, 2 years ago, you know, the jokes were my chest was 87% loaded, where my lower chest was just pretty underdeveloped. But I think now my chest is just pretty, I would say it's pretty evenly developed. Oh, I'm running out of poses. Pretty much go through the same 3 every single time. I mean, I did just record the posing 2 days ago during the pull day, so it's pretty similar to that. But probably the last mic'd up push session until the cut, because the next video is where I do, you know, my last push session before the cut. I might do a voiceover on that and talk about the progress between each exercise. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, full day of eating next time. So we'll see how that goes. And goodbye.